Hey, there it goes. Look at that. It's so nice having something that works properly. We still don't have an outro, but at least the intros are working okay. So, welcome to the 88th episode of Making It Up as We Go.
Wow.
Um, can't believe it's been 88 of them already. That's pretty crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, we're here. We're making stuff, and let's chat about it. So, what's new with you, Sean?
Oh, I'm first. Oh.
Well, I
Uh,
looked at you. And,
playing in the shop. I've been cutting a lot of modules. Keeping busy. Last night we had our second Friday night show.
yeah,
That was cool. Trains and tech, or techs and trains, however you want to put it. Um, we had fun,
good.
and then of course the Wednesday show, the morning, late morning with Klondike, the coffee with Klondike. That's been slowly just picking up, having fun in the mornings, keeping me busy.
Nice.
So yeah,
Very nice. Well, good deal. Well, how about you, Mr. Corliss? What have you been up to?
I've been printing. Can you hear my printer? I moved my microphone, so hopefully you won't hear it as much.
No, you're good.
Good. I've made
Ooh,
this.
look at that.
looks good.
Nice.
Right now, I'm printing the door for it. There's a little door that goes on like that
Very cool.
on the front of it, and it prints like that. This part prints, and the windows print, and the opening prints, and then the roof and the cupola print.
Awesome.
And it ends up as a birdhouse, I hope.
So
Did you print
there,
that? Is that
I
all
got it
printed out
off
of Pet G?
Maker. Yeah, Pet G. And I got it off Maker. Well, that's why I printed out Pet G is I'm going to put it outside and see if it attracts any birds. If not, then I could make it out of PLA and it'd be a lot easier.
Yeah, it looks really good. I stepped on you when you were saying that you pulled it up on Maker
Oh,
World.
Maker World. Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Did
And
you give that guy
you
a
can
boot?
make it without the brackets on the back.
Okay.
That'd be if you're going to put it on a flat surface. And I think what I'm going to do is go into Tinkercad and make a little bracket that'll attach on this that I could attach like to a tree and then just hang this on the bracket.
There you go.
Nice.
That'd be good.
Yep.
That'd be real good. Sweet.
So that's my hard work for the week.
That's awesome, man. Very cool. I can't wait. Does it have a perch on it or anything, or is it just they just fly into the hole?
No perch.
Huh.
What I read is that birds don't need a perch. They do just as it doesn't matter. They figure out a way to get in there anyway.
Yeah, if they want to
The
get
only
in.
thing I
they can
don't
get
like
in.
about it, the only thing I don't like about it is the roof is not removable once you build it. I guess you could make it removable, but there's no way to clean it out.
Yeah.
I guess you could redesign the roof so it'd be more of a friction fit and
Or-
and stay on there better.
Or maybe magnets or something.
The way
Yeah.
it's yeah. And the way it's designed, it just sets on there. But yeah, magnets would be a good way to hold it on. I know a guy that's got a lot of magnets.
Heck yeah.
He'd probably sell them cheap.
you could always use a little silicone, just a couple dabs,
Yeah,
and just cut it when you need to get into it.
Yeah, that's
probably
true,
simple.
yeah, that'd work.
Sweet.
Yeah, and you wouldn't even have
That's
to
all I got.
you wouldn't even have to redesign it. You could just make holders that you could glue to the side for your magnets inside and onto the roof, and that way you don't have to.
Yeah, just a little just a little angle bracket with a magnet stuck to it. Yeah, that'd probably work good. Good idea.
That's what we're here for.
Right.
Earl says that he made a couple of Baltimore Oriole feeders out of PLA, and they did good outside.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think like for personal use at this point, like PLA is okay. Is it going to last forever? Could it warp? Sure, but whatever. It's everybody talks about like it's going to like melt off everywhere. If it gets really hot, then sure it could. But I think in general, I think it's going to be okay. But whatever.
Yeah.
I wouldn't sell anything
probably
that was
would.
made
Yeah.
out of it, but yeah.
Yeah, birdhouse, if you put it on the shady side of a building or a tree or something.
Yeah, you'd be all right.
Right.
Maybe
Yeah.
not in Arizona, but
Yeah,
that
in most places.
aren't in the South.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
In Michigan, it only gets hot, really hot a couple days a year. So,
there you go.
Well, in Texas, we'll have spring for the next 3 weeks, and then we'll have summer for the next 6 months.
Yeah.
and it never gets hot in Texas, does it?
No, never. Actually, we just had a dust storm blow through in Dallas. Yeah, I mean, we walked outside yesterday and we thought there was a fire because
wow.
our neighbors' houses and everything, all their lights. I mean, it felt like the whole sky was just smoke, but it was dust, great for your lungs.
Yeah.
I just saw that Al had a thing on the chat there that he's had PLA benches sitting outside in the sun baking for like the last 3 years, and he lives in Texas too. So he says
in Ohio.
Weather.
Talking about wild weather is here. We went from blizzards not even 2 weeks ago, or a week and a half ago, to 77 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was 72 here today, and it's going to be,
Crazy.
I think it's going to be 38 tomorrow.
This has been a wild early spring.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, oh, well. What about you, Mr. Hammerquist? What have you been working on this week?
Work.
Fun.
Yeah. Well,
you got to catch up. Got to get back into it.
I printed off a spray cap.
Oh, nice.
Trigger. So.
Oh, nice.
I got a couple more designs I want to try out, see which one works best. So far, this one, it's the only one I printed, but this was the one I thought was going to do the best. So,
have you tried it yet?
No, I literally just pulled it off right before the show.
Oh, cool.
I've been playing games with the family today.
My minds want to know. I'd like to know if it works or not.
Yeah. I think I have 3 more downloaded. So I want to try all 4 of them and see, are they all created the same? Are they better than the one I bought for $5? So
video coming out shortly, I hope.
Yeah, I'll do a short. Work has been 50, 60 hours a week, and we have in 3 weeks we have a big event going on where I'll probably have 80 hours in that week. So,
oof, man,
fun.
And in your spare time, you make sprayer handles.
There you go.
Well, I have another project going, but that one's a surprise. And when it's first part, it's about a 2.5 day print. So,
wow,
it's mainly because of color changes, though. But it'll be cool.
Sweet, very cool. Well, here I've been working my butt off trying to get the since we talked about it last week, the Ranger CNC. Threw away half the design that I did for some stuff earlier in the week and redid it and fixed it and trying to take out a lot of the pain points of putting it together, like, just trying to make it as easy as possible for somebody. And I didn't like what I was coming up with, so I threw it out and started over again with something, and I'm much more happy now. And yesterday and today, I've been working on on this little guy here. This is a belt tensioner for this one is for the x-axis, but basically you're gonna feed the belt in here, and it comes in, loops around, and then you put a screw in through the side, or through this side actually, and it will push on this little green part, and that will tension the belt.
Oh, no, that's slick.
Yeah, so
Neat. Yeah.
it'll mount to the back of the x-axis, and on both sides, so you can tension it up pretty good because this machine's going to be a belt driven machine. So it'll which I think it'll work out pretty well. It's a 10 millimeter wide belt, so it's a pretty wide belt. I think it'll be good. Been working on designing a lot of small things. Like it's amazing how much, like if I was just building it for myself, I would have been done by now. But thinking of having to produce multiples of these things, of the parts and everything, you got to think about jigs, and you got to think about like how you're laying stuff out, and a process of going through. So um, like uh, like I created this little jig. So my one of my thoughts for the Ranger CNC. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it here, just before the show kicked off, why can't I let this mouse work? Um, Here we go. Show there. There we go. I did open up the Facebook group, so if you're interested in a plywood uh, machine, or following along or supporting the process, please feel free to join that, and we'll keep it going. Um, I'll leave it up there for a minute, but yeah, this is one of the things I created. So my thought process is that I'm going to put up all the 3D printed pieces up on like Maker World or something like that. But if you don't have a printer, or you don't feel like printing them out yourself, for some sort of fee, it'll be included in with your kit. But this in particular is for the x-axis on mount holes, for the motor and for the pulley. So, and this little hole here, so like you measure down however much it's supposed to be and put a tick mark. Well, you'll be able to see that tick mark through this little guy here. And then this hole here is for the pulley side. This one is for the motor side, and it's a NEMA 23 motor, so it's got the holes for the NEMA 23 motors. So it's a nice little drill guide that you can just lock onto the side of the piece of plywood, mark them, and Bob's your uncle.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, so doing stuff like that, and this is today. Yeah, yesterday and today have really been about belt tensioners and stuff. So I came up with this little fella here. So this doesn't. It looks kind of like a screw, but it's not. If you see that side, it's got a little hole in it. And so what this is it's like the end for the belt, um, on the y-axis. So what you do is you feed the you drill a hole into the back of the machine area. And you feed this little guy through like this, and you loop it around. And you shove it. It's going to get shoved right back through there, like that. And then this one's too short, but it'll do for this pinch. This little demonstration. You take an M3 bolt or screw, and you put it through the middle there, and when you pull it, it'll lock itself into place. Oops, I had it backwards. You got to put it in the right direction. There, so there it is there, and then you give it a little pull, and it locks it right into place. So
Neat.
yeah, so nice little tension thing. So it'll actually fit right into a hole that you'll drill right in the back of the machine, and be lined up. So been working on some stuff like that, uh, jigs and everything else, and so hopefully we'll get that keep it moving. Last week, the one thing I was talking about or asking for assistance about was the controller box. So thanks to everybody for comments and everything on that. I did make adjustments. I made the teeth, the fingers twice as wide, and it definitely helped. It's still a pretty snug fit, but it's doable. So I think that'll be good to go. Yeah, so that's been cool. So we'll keeping on that. Hopefully, I'm shooting to have it ready, like having the videos, because that's the other part, is trying to shoot videos while you're doing stuff, like as you're putting stuff together. My aim is to put out a like introduction video, showing the whole machine and all that, and then after that, putting out a build series on how to build the thing. So it's all got to get done before that part happens. Before it all can be released, because I'm doing it all at the same time, really. So we'll see, but I'm pretty happy with it all so far. Making progress. That's all you can do. It's taken a lot longer than what I thought it would, but I've already, and that kind of gives you anxiety. I don't know if that gives anybody else anxiety, like when you think, oh, this should take me X amount of time to get this thing done, and then once you blow past that self-imposed deadline, that you start kind of getting a little anxious about it. But you still, it's going to take however long it's going to take, and just being real about it and trying to get it out and being right. So it's not going to be perfect, but it'll be pretty good. We'll see. But yeah. So if anybody is out there and they want to join the Ranger CNC Facebook group there, and I'll more than happy to. I'll put that link into the description of the video too. Yeah, Kenneth, shooting videos doubles or triples the time. It does, and especially like when you keep making changes. I mean, I'm getting really good at making firewood. I'm getting spectacularly good at making firewood. The gantry plates, I can't tell you how many revisions of it I've done. I mean, there's at least 5 to 6 different revisions I've done, that like hard revisions where I actually felt like I should cut it out and check it. So, but oh well, it'll be all right. It'll get there pretty shortly.
And shooting the video, it doubles or triples the time.
Oh
You
yeah,
forgot editing.
yeah, the editing.
Yeah.
Oh, the editing part. Ugh.
Yeah.
No.
It's like sanding.
Yeah.
It has to be done, but it's the most tedious part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm having a good time with it, and I'm ready for it to unleash it into the wild. So we'll see. Let's see here. Anything else I can think of that I've been? No, this is what I've been working on. this is it. This is everything right now for me. We'll get to the scoreboard and stuff afterwards.
What score? You got a scoreboard?
A scoreboard. Hopefully, it'll be 1-0 after at the end. Hopefully, we'll make a little progress. So, all right. Well, let's get moving here. I guess we'll start talking about some of these videos and stuff like that have come out this week. Man, this mouse is not happy. This is the same. I take this mouse out to my Gatton CNC that I have out here, and so I don't think it's becoming happy. I think it's getting too much dust in it. I don't have dust collection hooked up, so whatever. Oh well. I don't even know where is it at. It's not even showing up on the screen now. It's thinking about it. Come on, you. Did it just die? I think it just died on me. Well, that's not going to be cool, because now I can't. Hold on. Oh man, Well, that's embarrassing, isn't it? Nope, those are double A's, and that's a triple A. Shoot. All right. Hold on a second. I'll swap my meese here. We'll just get rid of this one. Hold on a second. Bing bong. Here we go. I can't see anything. So anyway, man, I need to put some hair on that hole. I can't see it. Jeez, criminy. It's dark in there. That's what she said. Let's set this here. Oh man. Yeah, we're getting excited. There we go. All right. Let's see. Now maybe this one will work. There we go. We're moving with Crisco now. All right. We'll get rid of this one. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. We're back at it now. All right. We're going to go here. And there. Haha. Look at that. So, this is a pretty good video. This first video of the week is from the Laser Lady. She does videos on laser cutting and stuff, obviously, and I think it was pretty funny. She was this video's talking about why your products don't sell, and she compares it to like pizza, and so she had AI do up these 3 different pizza people, and it's kind of funny. One guy he had like raw dough sitting on his thing there. Like, it's like, what the heck's going on? But anyway,
Okay, but there are really restaurants there that will charge an arm and a leg where you have to go in. They'll have a grill there, and you have to cook your own meat.
oh yeah.
No, I went to a restaurant. You cook.
Do I get to tip myself?
Yeah.
Is that the one the where they put it on a stone and you cook it?
I don't. It was like some kind of Japanese
Oh,
place. It was down here in Deep Ellum, but
oh.
it was ridiculous when I saw the bill for it. I was like, "You would have charged me how much for me to cook my food?"
Do I get a W-2 for being here?
Yeah. Yeah. Would have qualified for that bill.
Yeah. Man. She's in the video though. She's talking about why your products don't sell. I thought it was an interesting subject because she's talking about mainly about like when you're at flea markets and stuff like that, or craft fairs and stuff. And I thought she had some really good points on it. It made me think that with my jobs or my businesses that I have, like I do home shows and stuff like that, and it made me kind of think like maybe I should do something on how you present yourself at these functions, like at a craft fair or something like that, because it really can drive people away, like even besides your products. But she had everything really based on the products here, but a lot of it was finishing them. Like most people aren't going to want just a raw wood thing, sign to go up on their house. Something like what Sean creates is different because they are finishing it, and that's what it's intended for. But like that sign right there that this lady's making, yeah, you could sell it, but if you sell it like finished, it will sell for more and be more appealing. So I thought it was a good video.
Well, and then she also I thought she had the good idea with the felt on the back.
Oh yeah, for hanging it.
Yeah. So she cut out the felt so it had that. Because people are going to put that on their walls.
Yeah.
And with felt, less chances of anything scratching or that. And then she also had the double-sided veneer with sticky the glue pads on the back
Yeah,
to put her to brand it.
yeah. I thought those were really cool. It was like a sticker. Yeah, those
Yeah,
things right
those.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, she laser cut it with the 3M stuff on the back there, and yeah, you know, putting the felt on the back of the product. I mean, you took 30 cents worth of felt and made it make you $5 more.
yeah,
Easy.
You know, because it's a finished product.
yeah.
So I thought that was a cool, a good video. Definitely well worth it. All these videos too, people. If you want to see some of them, they're in the description of this video. There's links to them all down there, so you can go check them out. You don't have to go hunt for it. So,
Well, I guess I had one other thing when I was watching this.
yeah,
Should you stain before or after?
I think people, it's a personal preference. Like if you're multicolor staining like that B thing, you have to do that after.
Right.
Mm.
I love staining beforehand with like a laser product.
She was talking about how you can get the pre-stained wood now.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I love pre-staining.
Do you
I
pre-finish too?
pre-finishing it.
Yeah. Have you ever pre-finished it like with polyurethane?
I have not. No.
No,
I
I've
just
used
wonder because I know you can buy wood that is pre-finished. In addition to pre-stained, you can get it pre-finished.
Yeah, it's all ready to go.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's. I think it's if you're really trying to sell stuff, it definitely does make a difference. I like she was like even distressing it to make it look like it was older and stuff like that. Thought she had some good ideas and thoughts. The one thing I did think of though that she could do, like she just showed it right there, where she was taking the protective covering off of the
Acrylic.
acrylic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I would almost say leave it on but tell the people, hey, look, this has a protective thing over the acrylic, because if they're going to walk around with it or whatever for a while, it could get scratched. But if they had that protective film still on it, if you had one there for display with it removed, but the one that they actually had it on there, I thought that would be a good idea.
No, when I used to drag my laser to shows, I'd have pre-cut clear acrylic, cast acrylic signs with the lid underneath. And with those, I would cut each one, of course, and then pre-bag them. And then when I did a custom sign for somebody, then I'd pull it out of the bag, cut it, and then slip it back into the bag for them, just to keep it protected. Yeah,
Nice.
that works.
Very cool. So, yeah, some good designs on there.
That Viper one was pretty cool. That snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little sign or shelf thing.
Shelf. I thought it was a mushroom before she stained it. I couldn't tell what it was at first. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I get it now. At first I was like, huh? Oh. But that goes to prove, just adding some color
Yeah.
just can really make that design pop.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Very good. All right. Well, we'll move on then to Mr. Steve Ventari, Ventari's Workshop. It's not Steve Ventari, but Steve from Ventari Workshop. There we go. So, Steve this week was working on some keychains. I thought this was pretty cool. Making using the different leatherettes and everything to make different fobs and stuff. There's the different style of fobs that he has. You can actually go get those on his Etsy store if you want to. And I wonder how they're going to hold up, like the glue that he was using on them. It should hold up fine. But I guess he was experimenting with the fob that or the glue that he was using. So it'd be good to see how it turns out in the long run.
Yeah, he was talking about how you can get them with the masking already on the back, or the sticky stuff, the tape, I guess.
Yeah. And he did one of them as an acrylic keychain too. But I mean, if you're trying to sell small stuff, keychains are a great thing to do. I like his little iron.
Yeah.
It looks so small, and Steve evidently is a pretty tall guy, so it makes it even look smaller. So, but yeah, they turned out really cool looking though. I think the hardest part would be just making sure that you didn't have squeeze out on the outsides.
Yeah.
I think you ran into that with one of them.
Yeah.
Or
But,
they
if you're making stuff and you want to, throw something extra into their, so into the package, a little keychain or something like that would be a cool thing to throw in. It would be a nice little giveaway too.
I like this one with the worm.
There we go. Yeah. But yeah, I thought those were pretty cool. Good job, Steve. He's wearing his I like to make stuff hoodie. So, South Central College. I think that's the college he works at. So.
And so it's a dual color leather. Was that the?
I can't remember. I think so. Maybe.
Or is
Or
that
maybe
just
that's just the color that it burned. I don't remember.
He was talking about dual color on some of them, I believe.
Yeah. I've seen like here in a minute. I guess after this one we'll talk about Wild Willow, and she uses the multicolor acrylic all the time. But yeah, but good job, Steve. Keep at it, buddy. All right. Well, let's move on then to Miss Wild Willow. This one, she was talking about her 4 top selling products that she likes to sell, and she really. I don't think she really talked about her hats in this one, but she does like really good. Like she's wearing one of her hats right there, with the patches on it and stuff like that. But the thing I thought that I took away the most from this video was her jigs. The jigs that she uses are awesome. Like when you see the she has one for koozies and stuff like that.
I like the koozie one.
Yeah, I mean it's a fantastically thought out jig. They're on. It's got its own little hinges and stuff like that, and everything fits on there perfectly. I thought that her jig work is really good. I guess she gets most of her stuff from Johnson Plastics or Lone Star Plastics, and they both have like the koozies. The one place had the koozies for less, but I guess you can tell that they're a lesser quality or whatever. But people doing it for like a wedding or something like that, getting the cheap ones is fine, I would think. But I really liked her all the different jigs that this lady has. She has some really cool ones. Oh, what was some of the other ones that I think she shows another one in there too.
The keychain one, I believe.
Yeah, it was the keychain one. But she puts like all of her settings on them and stuff like that. And I think she might sell her jigs. I can't remember if she does or not.
They're on her Etsy store.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, she does some cool work. So,
I like the tiki.
Yeah, tiki's good. Tiki's very good. Yeah, her sign work is really good too. So, but yeah, she talks a lot about like how to when you're buying them in bulk and where you can save money here and there, and she has some links to those businesses and some discount codes too. So if you want to go buy something from there, go to one of her videos and click on the links that she gets credit for it. Yeah, sweet, fun times. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Well, moving on then. We got staying with the whole laser theme. We got Sawdust and Splinters. We haven't talked about her before. Ran across this one because of the her thumbnail that she put up was really cool, and I can't remember what the thumbnail is right offhand, but it was one of the pictures that she shows in this video, and these are like some crazy intricate designs. Uh, she bought them from a seller on Etsy, but the one thing that she was running into was that the a lot of the sellers on Etsy won't let you sell them. Like you can use them for personal use, but you can't sell the products. But this person that she found, um, you can buy the file for $3 to $5, whatever it is, and then and you can get a commercial license for $30 per file. So,
Which isn't bad if you think about it.
no, you sell one, you paid for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, she did some really cool pieces with the files that she had. That one was all in Baltic birch. I remember that. The other ones were all veneers. But she, walks through how she's doing them and what things to make them. Again, like we were talking about with why your stuff doesn't sell. She does frames around all of her pieces,
Mhm.
and to hide the edges of the wood, hide the layers, and that makes it so much more finished. And taking that time just to make that frame has increased her value for the product, I think. So
What is that? 10, 15 layers?
I think that one's 7.
7. Oh,
I think it was yeah, it was quite a bit of them, but they were all like 7 or 8 layers. I think is what they averaged out. Yeah, I think
2,
that was
4, 6, 7. Yeah.
but look at that's so intricate.
yeah.
And the depth.
Yeah, I want to go buy that design. Those just because they look phenomenal. So yeah, there's her glue of choice. It dries clear, so if you do get some squeeze out or something, that you don't have to worry about it. And she went into the pricing of the one. Yeah, the pricing of this one, that she actually did the 3M on the back of it, so that because it's so intricate, it was a lot. You're not going to have anywhere to glue.
Yeah.
So between the veneers that she had and then all the 3M tape, I mean, she has like $150 into that one piece.
Wow.
But I mean, you could sell that for $400 probably.
A beautiful piece.
Yeah. The pieces are just, they came out phenomenally. So, but yeah, I mean, just adding that frame, I think, really sets them all off too.
Yeah.
So,
It adds depth.
yeah, and finish. Like I mean, it looks finished. Yeah, I think if I saw the two of them sitting next to each other, one in the frame and one without,
Definitely the frame.
yeah, you'd want the frame because you might go, okay, I'll give you $50 for the one that's just not in the frame, but once you put it in the frame, I mean it puts zeros behind the number. So, but pretty sweet. Yeah, I think I hadn't had a chance to watch any more of her videos yet, but I'm definitely going to go back and watch a couple more. And I already subscribed to her now, so I like this video. She evidently does pretty good. I forget how many subs that she has, but she has quite a few.
7,500.
Yeah, so she's doing very well for herself on here.
That is a cool piece.
Yeah,
It is.
it's insanely intricate. So that seller on Etsy is got some really cool stuff. So. And if anybody wants one, I remember she does say in the video too that she has a discount code for that guy's files. And I think it's like 10% off or something like that. So if you want to print one of these crazy things or cut one of these crazy things out, go to the video and get the discount code so that you get a discount on it. So I'm all about discount. But yeah, I love how detailed that is. That must have taken a while to design. That's crazy. Ooh, crazy. All right. We'll keep on moving then. We're going into 3D printing stuff again. We got Mr. Jet L. I just continuously love this guy. He's so funny. Uh, he was saying something in this video. I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was about the one tripper that was showing right there, that the black handle thing. He was talking about like doing a handstand or something, holding holding a couple bags. If you could probably do a handstand holding some bags with this thing. He's like, I think I'd be impressed. Yeah, so it's pretty good. I liked him. So, but anyway, he's trying out a video series on um, like top product, top trending things that are showing up on the different um, sites for printing out and stuff. So he does some useful ones, some fun ones, stuff he just thought was cool, and goes after it. So I think his big cravat is that everything has to fit on that A1 Mini. I think that's his only printer. So
That guy turned out good.
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, it did.
Oh,
Yeah, look at this thing.
Oh, wow.
Crazy bust. Yeah, that's pretty cool looking. Yeah.
okay. Where'd he get it?
Yeah, right.
And
Yeah.
he has links to them all.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got some good ones in there. There's that one reminded me of Mr. Hammerquist, a project he was working on at one point.
It's up at work now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we're debating where to put it, if we're going to hang it on the wall or we're going to put it on the table.
Sweet.
So I still got to mount Tokyo, but
Cool.
and then I got to find Godzilla,
There you
Yeah.
and then a cowbell.
go.
Needs more cowbell.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
And if you're one of the young people watching, go listen to some BOC.
Yeah.
Oh, blue. Yeah, I won't
Yeah.
go into it, but yeah. Heavy Metal, the movie, that was cool.
Oh yeah.
Loved it.
Good times.
That almost looks like a Batman.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. String art. Yeah.
Okay.
Have any of y'all printed any of those where they have, something suspended like that?
No, I have not.
Every time I do, it breaks.
Oh yeah.
I've printed at least 6, and none of, like, every time I go to take them off the build plate, all of them just snap.
Oh geez.
No, I've done the hair, like the lion with the mane.
Yeah.
And you cut it out and
Yeah.
heat it up. That turned out cool, but nothing's suspended yet.
All the suspension ones I've tried, they all break.
Huh.
Not one has worked. So
Huh.
Crazy.
Challenge accepted.
There you go. There you go. Good times. Yeah, well, keep Jet at it, and we'll check in with him on another one. So hopefully he makes me laugh again. So we'll now return to Mr. Pawpaw's workshop. The past bunch of videos we talked about with him, he's been building that 4x4 Jinmitsu, and now he's been running his project on there, and which was a bunch of 2 foot tall letters, like marquee letters. And he goes through the design process, how he makes them, stuff like that. and then cuts them out and wires them up. I liked how he wired them up. The kit that he got to do the wiring, I thought was pretty cool. But, yeah, he shows how he's putting it all making all the definition of them. Recesses the CNC part into the back of it a little bit, just so he can, if it falls over, it's not going to break stuff. There's some SPT1 wire. I know that. That's what I use a lot of with Christmas lights, those types of plugs and stuff. But he's using the bulbs that go in there too. Like, so you just cut out a length of the cord, and he runs it to wherever it's going to go, and then I don't make. He gives me anxiety when he puts the cord together though, because he doesn't do it the way that I do. But yeah, but he wires it all up really nice so that it looks real nice and professional. There's not a whole bunch of extra wire gathered up anywhere, and pretty sweet. Looks good. Turned out very well. I was trying to figure out what all of his letters are supposed to say.
LSU.
Well, he has LSU, but he also has a bunch of other letters.
Oh, okay. I missed those.
Yeah.
This is the part that would make me nervous.
Oh, stapling into the wire? Yeah.
I'd nail it every time.
Oh, yeah.
Where are the other ones here?
Now, it's fun if it's plugged in while you try to do that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm joking. Do not try at home. That is not literal advice. That is sarcasm.
Well, I can see San Francisco.
Yeah, so I guess it was for some sort of party or something like that. So I was playing the game in my head, like what was he trying to make? Because there's loud, but I don't know. Yeah, so, crazy. But it looks like his little Jimitsu's doing pretty good. He uses the double side. He uses the blue tape method to hold it down. And he uses only 2 pieces of tape on here, which I thought was kind of funny, because when he's doing the design stuff and he's like, all right, now we're going to cut it out. He's like, I'm not using any tabs because I'm doing this or that. But then you could see the machine go and like skip over tabs. I was like, oh, okay. But then he says, I use tabs in this part. So I thought that was pretty funny. I think he just forgot to put the tabs in when he was doing the design work. But it's all good.
Well, those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
He makes it look easy.
Would be pretty cool.
Is that electrical cord, pretty similar to lamp cord, Ryan?
It is. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah. So,
Like 18 or 18 gauge?
yeah, I think so. 14 or 18. Well, I think SPT 1 is 18. I think SPT 2 is 14. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, but it's so simple how he does it. That's pretty slick.
Yeah. Yeah, those little the sockets are kind of cool because you can place them in anywhere you want. So it just makes the whole back of these things look really nice. I mean, if you had a whole bunch of these letters, you could rent them out, for like weddings or whatever, and you could, hey, what's your name?
Oh, yeah.
Snarfalophagus. All right, well, I got enough letters for that. I'm going to charge you $30 a letter for you to use them. Would be pretty cool though. Yeah, they light up nice, and they're a couple feet tall, so they look good in pictures. If you got people standing behind them or something like that.
And then the plugs snap together, and then one plug goes in the wall. Huh?
Yeah, so that you could unplug each one. You can change how they're all hooked together.
That's really neat.
Yeah.
I thought it was
are you going to be breaking out your router?
They need to change it from that warm white to cool white.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everybody. Get rid of the warm white. That's so 80s. Get to 2025. Go cool white. Stop it, please.
Yep.
60. You need 6,500 for.
The Calvin.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I can't do the warm.
You know why they used to do that? It was all the smokers. It'd cover up the smoke on the walls. You couldn't tell.
Yeah. That and everything was brown, anyways.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Remember what was it? That green, that avocado green.
Yeah.
Oh, that might have been a little earlier. Gotta love those days.
Yeah, at
I,
least
I remember them well.
I bet you do, Paul.
One day, Paul asked God, "What was this thing that you had just invented?" And God said, "It's dirt."
Yeah.
Pretty good. Oh, Lordy. Excuse me.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll move on then. This is a new one for us. It's Trinity Carbon Works. So this guy, I guess he makes race cars, or he races cars, and he makes his own bodies and stuff like that. So he was making is currently making a Porsche 356 car, and so he 3D printed it out, like the front body of it. But he was showing how he did it. So he had the model and shows you, adding putting it in mesh mixer to thicken it from its just shellness, and then he prints it out using Lubon. There. I guess that's before he starts putting anything on it or something. I don't know. But that was his thumbnail too for this thing. But he makes a really cool slurry to do the body work. So he's using Bondo, but then he puts resin into the Bondo, which I thought was interesting. So he puts and then he puts the Bondo hardener in it and also the resin hardener in it. But it makes it so that it makes it really much thinner, kind of like pancake batter from what I was seeing, so he can like kind of just paint it onto the seams and everything. Yeah, there he is painting it on. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, and then the fun part, sanding.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess this is him making the buck for his next car.
I was wondering if it was the actual buck or the body. That is too cool, then. Or the buck. So he does a fiberglass mold over the top of this.
That's what I'm assuming. I didn't get to watch any more of his videos to find out like if he's how often he's done this type of a video. But I thought it was pretty interesting. The other thing that I took away from this video was like when he's using mesh mixer, he says whichever way you extrude it it's going to distort. Like, so he's using the outside of the model for his for the buck. So, that's got to be the sharper one. But so when he made it thicker from the inside like lost some of the detail and all that, but the outside keeps it. So.
Yeah, extruding like that can get, to get that thickness can be a pain in the butt, especially if you're using Blender. Blender gives some really weird artifacts and stuff, because when I was doing the Enterprise, I think I spent 2 or 3 hours trying to hollow out the inside and give it a good thickness. Yeah. That was a pain.
There's the inside. You can see around the edges. It's rougher.
Yeah.
On the inside.
And be careful if you are going to get mesh mixer. I think the first link wasn't good. When we were talking about it earlier.
Yeah.
Make sure you go through the Autodesk website and get it from there.
A mesh mixer has been around for quite a while.
Yeah,
it's a good tool actually. When it doesn't crash, my computer crashes on occasion. Oops. So I'm gonna try the new version, see how stable it is.
There you go. Very cool. Yeah, pretty neat being able to print out car parts.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or print out a car.
I really want to do a golf cart, like with like a VW body on it or something.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
But,
Well, now you can make your buck and then glass over it, create your mold. If it's good, you have multiple.
Yeah.
Because you can do more than one body with that
I have
mold.
too many projects.
wasn't there a forklift at one point?
Yeah.
Wasn't there a scoreboard at some point?
We
I
love you,
remember-
Ryan.
I remember Ryan saying one day that the next project he was going to work on was a scoreboard.
And then I started designing a CNC. So
But I know one thing. If Ryan's anything like me, it's like you work on a project, you got to take a break, you work on the next, and then when you're taking a break from that next one, you go back to the other one, where eventually they do fall into place.
eventually.
And
Probably
then I can
just
never
in time
find
for
the
me
one
to
I
sell
was
this.
working on before.
Or they just sit in a box. Yeah, Ryan, we're giving you a hard time, but I think I have 5 boxes here right now.
Yeah. I hear you. I'm looking
I
at the
love
boxes
you, man.
scoreboard stuff right now. It'll get done. There's really no rush really to do the scoreboard right now, though, because there's so much stuff in the way in the shop where I can't even move it anyhow right now. So, it is what it is. We'll get there eventually. It's not like anybody watched that video anyway, so nobody watches any of them. It's all right. But anyhow, yeah, this is a cool video. Next one was Functional Print Friday. Back again. I didn't understand this one. That's why I wanted to bring it up. I thought the concept was cool, but I didn't understand why he was doing this. Well, I didn't understand. I didn't understand the after he does sound test, so he has a radon. I don't know if you guys have radon where you are, but we have a lot of it around here. My house isn't affected by it, but some of the houses are. And you have these air pumps that will pump air out from underneath your foundation and pump it out there.
It sucks the radon out.
Supposedly, yeah. So, but anyway, he's like, yeah, this thing's loud. Okay. And then, so he goes up to the roof and decides he's going to put a muffler onto the tube. But in my opinion, the muffler's not the part that's making the noise. That the motor's making the noise, right? I mean, am I thinking odd there?
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I've noticed some of them have gone to the fans similar to what we use, like the lasers and stuff, because they're a lot quieter.
Yeah. Well, so where he's standing now, he ends up putting his little his sound thingy. And he turns it, sitting there running, it ends up being like, I don't know, 45 decibels with nothing else going on. But then when he shuts it off, it drops down to like 41. So it really doesn't even change that much noise there. But then, so he's trying out like these 5 different mufflers for up on top there. And then he plays back all the audio of the sound. None of them sounded much different to me. It didn't sound like there was going to be any kind of benefit from doing this.
It looks like only a couple decibels, and that's it.
If that, yeah. I mean, even the double one kind of made even more weird noise. But then you just got this big giant stack on your roof on top of the thing that's already there. So I don't know.
But you never know if you never try.
Yeah.
But next, make an enclosure for the motor part.
Yeah, right.
Huh?
That's what I was thinking. Like, I think that the motor's the part that's making the noise. I don't think
Yeah.
the air rushing out of the thing so much is really making the noise. But maybe, I mean, I guess there's motor noise traveling through the
pipe.
or something. Yeah, I don't know.
My next question is though, if you did that, around the motor part and closed it, do you think TPU would be a good choice for that? Do you think that would dampen the noise better than, say, a hard solid surface?
Well,
Take out the
maybe
vibrations.
maybe not, but maybe doing TPU mounts
TPU mounts, yeah.
would, because then you're taking that vibration off the house.
Or between the pipe and the motor itself.
Yeah.
And I wonder how much noise the pipe itself transmits, because like if you've got PVC plumbing in your house and you flush a toilet, you can hear it coming through the pipe.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if he's got noise coming up just in the pipe itself.
Gertrude's dumping again. That's what I hear going on in Paul's house. Dropping kids off at the pool again, I see.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh, too funny. But yeah, that one kind of looks like candy corn to me. Fun times. But anyway, maybe somebody has an idea of what he could do to make these things quieter. I don't know.
Put a new fan on.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, just change the fan out to a regular fan, or change the mounts. I think is a good idea.
Sounds like Paul's house needs a little more fiber. Oh,
that's good. Good times.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll move on then to Star Nest Engineering. So they were showing some of the games that are out there that you can print out. Top 5 games to 3D print. This is my favorite one here. It was Connect 4, but it's with those twisty pieces.
Yeah.
And I think my favorite part is that it self-sorts itself.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that is awesome. I don't know how that functions, like how it self-sorts itself, but I thought that was really cool. Like, watch him, here he goes. He's going to lift it up, and it all goes right back. That's awesome.
Oh, how slick is that?
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Doesn't it have something to do with...
It must be the way that they're...
Spirals. Yeah.
And it's spinning it, yeah.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah, I thought that was really neat, though. This marble game was pretty neat too. So you use those are joysticks, and so you're kind of doing it by joystick and tilting the whole marble thing. And it had like different, I guess like skill levels that you could print out for those. But neat little neat toy. There you go. Screws on there.
How cool is that?
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah, it makes you stop and think, why is this possible to print this?
Yeah, right.
Because of the printers these days. How long would have this taken?
Oh, dude.
Not
even just a couple years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one was pretty neat too. This is a mechanical dice.
Oh, the spinner.
Yeah, so it spins to pick out pick a number. Yeah. Thought that was pretty sweet. Yeah.
Oops.
Pretty cool.
All right,
Check this.
now I know I want to print.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back, guys. I'm back.
Here we go.
Get more filament
Yeah.
on order.
I'm digging this one right here myself. The marble one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The marble thing is pretty sweet.
That is so cool.
Yeah. Very neat. So yeah, it's pretty cool toys that they printed out. That looks like Squid Game right there.
Yeah.
I don't know what that one is. What is this game?
Oh, I thought it was PlayStation controller. Sorry.
Oh, maybe it was.
Squid
No, it's
Game.
a Squid Game. You're right.
Oh,
I haven't watched it.
I missed that part. Wow.
Nice printer.
That's the same one you got, isn't it?
Yep. It's the 4 Max.
Pretty cool. Good times. Yeah, oh yeah, card sorter. Thought that was pretty cool too.
Oh, shuffler.
Or shuffler. That's what I mean.
I ain't putting my magic cards in that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
kind
cool
of a little rough.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool, but yeah, no, I'm not putting my Yu-Gi-Oh cards in that either. Hey, that's my retirement fund one day.
There you go. There you go. All right. Well, we'll move on then. The stock pot. This is the first video I've seen from this guy. This came out just like this afternoon. He's from Australia, and he bought a house last year, and they ran a weird piece of downspout off the back that they could have just run into the gutter. So that's what he decided to fix. So he took the downspout off of the porch and came up with a 3D printed design to go into the downspout that's right there. So I thought it was pretty neat problem solving. He's like, this is totally unnecessary, but it bothers me. Like, yep, I completely see that. It would annoy the crap out of me.
Okay, that's pretty slick.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way it works is pretty cool.
I mean, just how close he matched it to. I mean, I know it's not perfect, but that's pretty in color wise.
Yeah, I think he used the same paint on the downspout.
Oh, it was painted. Okay,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
bad.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about that. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah. But he's got that nice swoop in it,
Twist.
and it tucks behind everything and ties right. Well, I have two, and you can just plumb it into one.
yeah,
Looks a lot cleaner.
yeah. I thought it came out pretty cool.
Looks like a wild ride for a mouse though on a rainy day.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, pretty cool. I'm gonna check out some more of his stuff too. So, yeah. He's like, he makes a comment in there that everything looks like a nail when you have only a hammer, and he's like, I have a 3D printer. I want to 3D print everything. There might be something better out there, but this is what I've got, and this is what I'm going to use.
It works. It works. I like that. I like it.
Well, like I was saying, we were playing that Acquire game today at my family.
Yeah.
Was. And back in the day, it was all plastic, and it was this, you have tiles that you insert, and it was a plastic tray, and it was all sturdy. So if you bumped it, nothing moved. Well, of course, now everything's cardboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the new version, and me and my brother-in-law were just sitting there going, we can 3D print this, and it's like, it's sad. But yes, I think I'm going to print the game just because.
No, I think it's not sad. I think it's cool.
Well, no, I mean we have it.
Yeah.
It's sad the state that we have to do that because they've cheaped out so much. and make everything needs to be printed in paper in these games. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
yeah.
Cool deal. Yeah, pretty awesome though. Yeah, and the last one that we got for normal stuff is Onefinity. They made an Oreo cookie thing. I don't know what it is.
Stash box.
It's a stash box is what. Yeah,
Yeah. Giant Oreo stash box. I mean, I guess back in the day, I could say that would make a perfect stash box. I don't know about nowadays, but
No, it's just a dice box. Nothing to see. Move on.
yeah,
it's just a giant Oreo cookie.
yeah.
It's a mega stuff.
Nothing's in here, kids.
Yep.
Mega stuff.
I guess he took this to Workbench Con, and I guess it was a hit at Workbench Con. So he's like, "Oh, I'll do a video about making another one." So that's what he did, and it was pretty cool. Pretty cool project.
What's he using here?
That's Carfco.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have not had the opportunity of playing with that yet.
No, me neither. But pretty awesome. Pretty fun project. So we'll keep an eye on that thing. But yeah, Onefinity did a good job.
Now you just need a giant glass of milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me hungry. So. Yeah, and that I hate it when people use the 16th inch bit, and I hate it because I look at a 16th bit and it'll break. I don't understand how people can cut with them. So,
Oh, slow and easy.
yeah, I'm not. That's not what I like to do.
Hey,
And quick, get it over with.
I was using them on acrylic when I first started on my 3018.
Holy yeah.
0.1 millimeter cut depth of cut, but hey,
There you go. Fast. What is it? Fast and shallow.
Yeah.
Yeah, after I broke like 3 or 4, I was just like, forget it. I'm not meant to use something this little. I gave up on that.
See, I'm surprised, Ryan, that you didn't. I mean, you only used 2 magnets. Come on.
Yeah, I know. You should have at least used 4.
Yeah.
8.
8. There we go.
Yeah.
Make sure it stays on.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
if it's
not
a
gonna lie.
stash box, you make sure.
Yeah. Got to keep that shit under wraps.
Yeah. And by stash, I mean Oreo cookies.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, Dwayne says 99% of his cuts are with a 1/16th down cut.
Okay.
Nope. No, thank you.
Yeah, but he's got it right, though.
Yeah.
1/10 of an inch. 100. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fast and shallow.
Yeah,
Aluminum cuts great that way, too, I noticed.
I look at them, they break. I might be able to look at somebody else's online and be just like look at it and it'll break.
Stay away from mine. Stay away from me. Oops.
Funny. So we got one more for tonight.
Oh.
This one sent me down a rabbit hole. This channel called Upflip. I guess they talk about businesses and stuff like that. This time in this video, I have a thing for shipping containers. I've always wanted to build a house out of shipping containers. So I've done a lot of shipping container design, and so this stuff, shipping container stuff, shows up on my YouTube all the time. But these people are in St. Petersburg, Florida, and are using 27 shipping containers on this 1/3 of an acre as a hydroponics farm for lettuce and green whatever other greens. and microgreens and all kinds of stuff. And it sent me down a rabbit hole about the whole 3D printed hydroponic stuff. I've been learning. I asked my wife's grandfather that lives with us. He's big into gardening and all that. He was always had the first I don't know 5 6 years that I was around in this family. He had 4 to 5 different gardens around the county, and that's what he would do all day. Is he would go from one garden to the next, working each of his gardens. Um, but this video was pretty cool anyway, because they're on a 1/3 of an acre.
Hmm.
They're generating enough food that would replace a 70-acre farm.
73, I believe.
Yeah. I mean, it's insane how efficient it is, their growing style.
Yeah, and no sprays, no other chemicals. See, I've played with this before. I've done aquaponics and hydroponics.
Oh, I'm sure you have.
Food.
I know it's big. I know it's big in some communities, but I've never been somebody that's been interested in growing food and stuff like that. So I never thought about it. But we even tried to do a garden out back of my house here 2 years ago, and some deer or some bear came in and ate all the corn. But yeah, now it's just a grass patch because I just said forget about it, and I can't get help. I don't know what I'm doing.
Man,
But,
everything I try to grow just dies.
yeah.
That I have a black thumb, not a green thumb.
Hey, you kill plastic plants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm checking to see if I can.
The amount of electricity that this place uses was insane too. She said that each month, each shipping container costs about $1,000 in electricity. They've got 27 containers.
Well, at that point, you go solar.
Yeah, something. I mean,
Yeah.
solar ain't going to help that.
Well, I mean, it's got to help offset some of that.
Yeah, probably 5% at that point, but that
Really?
is still 5%
Okay, then when wind,
of 20. No, wind's garbage.
You'd have to have battery. But could you imagine if they were running it on old style lights versus the LEDs?
Oh yeah, it would be even giant. Yeah.
let's
So
just put the
what a
solar over on
cool-
that other roof.
Yeah, what it's such a cool business and process. Like, they're, hey, I'm in downtown St. Petersburg and I have a farm.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a container.
Yeah. She said that she was an electrical engineer for like a power company too, and I guess she started doing it in her garage, and growing lettuce and stuff like that with the hydroponics. And she ended up kicking everything else out of the garage and converted the whole garage into a farm in there. And then they outgrew that, and so they bought a shipping container and converted that into a farm. And then they ended up buying like this property in St. Petersburg, and then now 3 years later they have 27 containers, and they're projected to make $3.3 million this year.
That's just awesome.
Yeah, that was absolutely fantastic. It's got to be difficult. The automation that is in process there is pretty wild too. The whole thing, just really really interesting. So,
Real quick, I'm gonna see if I can toss this
yeah,
up
of course.
here. Have you seen these?
Yes, of course I've seen these because I've been in the rabbit hole. Yeah.
3D printable hydroponic towers. Now I did a couple of these, and I grew lettuce. So I grew greens. Other green. I'll shut up. But I mean, they're cool and they work. They actually do work.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, it's
only-
really fascinating. I might try. I asked my wife's grandfather about it. I said, have you ever heard of hydroponics type of farming? And he was like, what? No. He's 92, so
yeah.
it's a little too fancy, I guess, for him. But if I were to put a little porch out back of the back door, I might try to make him something to
Yeah.
be able to get some tomatoes or something. That'd be kind of cool.
I think this is more like the one I did.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen
This is the one that I did, just like this.
Yeah, pretty neat.
Pet
Yeah, there's
shop.
all kinds of files on like Maker World and Thingiverse and all that. So you can make these things.
This is on printables.
Yeah, Dwayne says, "Oh, we're bad." Dwayne says Ryan's next project: 50 shipping containers.
Shipping and free.
No. I don't think we have to worry about that. I could see myself doing one little tower like that thing, just to play with it and see what I could grow out of it. But I mean, I'd probably kill it all.
It might surprise you. I think you'd do well.
Yeah.
I think it's cool because the only thing you need is a pump and a bucket and some hose.
Yeah,
And some hydroponic food.
yeah. Then there was I ended up in some videos about like other some people doing these some kind of they were doing them in buckets, and I forget what it's called, but
Ebb and flow.
no, they were like in a greenhouse, little green a Harbor Freight greenhouse, and
Container gardening.
I don't know. It was all kinds of weird, but they had perlite inside the buckets and or whatever that is. I don't even
Like
know.
a drip.
But it wasn't the 3D printing part. It was just that was the part where I was just trying to understand a little more about what hydroponics, how it works. But, I mean, because you go to Disney, if you go to Epcot, you go to the one building and they have this ride called the Land, and it kind of just talks about how different areas have adapted the land to be able to grow or people or for things to survive in those areas, and then you end up in the back in Disney's gardens, and they have like a whole crazy hydroponic setup back there with all kinds of air growing and all kinds of other wild stuff.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't they actually use that in some of the
Oh
restaurants?
yeah, they sure do. So,
And those are a tower, or they use a lot of the tower ones there too, if I'm correct.
they used all kinds of stuff there. I mean, I remember seeing a bunch of the towers, but I also remember seeing some stuff where like the roots were like out in the air, and they were like on conveyor belts moving around and stuff. It was
cool.
they have all kinds of crazy shit going on. But yeah, they harvest and use all their stuff there too. No, but cool. I don't know. Maybe we'll try some hydroponic little pumpy thing at some point here, but I got to get this CNC done first. But yeah, all brain power is going to that. No, but cool deal. All right. Well, that was the big things for all this week. Wow, we've been going at it for a while.
No.
Paul's going to turn into a pumpkin.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Which one?
There we go. Harry says we grow potatoes in bags. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
You know, all right. So Grandpa over the winter came home. He went to go visit somebody, and he came home with a box full of potatoes, and they're sitting out in my garage still. I don't know why we didn't eat them. My wife had some aversion to eating these potatoes, but they have all sprouted eyes and stuff, so we should probably plant them or something, and make more potatoes that we won't eat. But I wonder if you could do something with potatoes and hydroponics. That'd be interesting. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to look at that. That might be a project.
I've seen the hay bales. You get a hay bale and you add ammonia to it, bodily ammonia, and then it starts decomposing. You throw your potatoes in there, and
Huh.
it sounds rough, but it works.
Interesting. I think I got sawdust in my eye. Ugh. Awesome possum. Well, that's all I had this week. Mr. Quillish, you got anything else for us this week?
Nope, got nothing else.
Well, congratulations on the birdhouse. I'm happy
Yay.
for you for making the birdhouse. I keep talking
Thanks,
to
sir.
I keep talking to my son because he said he's been getting back into 3D printing and stuff like that, and we've made the birdhouses out of fence pickets and stuff like that. So he should do some 3D printed birdhouses.
Oh yeah, I got my door done.
Oh, there it is. Oh, that looks nice
Nice.
and clean now.
Yeah,
Very good. Very cool.
so it's coming.
There you
You
go.
put it in closed. Nobody can say, "Hey, your barn door's open."
Mr. Sean, you got anything else for us this week?
Hug the ones you love.
Hey, that's all you can do.
Yeah, be kind.
Yeah. Mr. Amberquist?
I'll echo that. Be nice to each other. Have fun. Spend some time with the ones you love.
And I'll leave it with everybody saying, be a dick. There you go. No, I'm just kidding.
And we're banned. No.
Vetric has Dwayne says that Vetric has a nice CNC birdhouse for free. Ooh, hey there.
Check that one out.
Go check out. So, cool. All right, people. Well, hey, thanks a lot. Hope everybody had a good, enjoyed the show this week. Remember, if you're interested at all in the Ranger CNC, you can go join that Facebook group. I really don't know if anything's going to be happening on that Facebook group until I'm really done, but it is there if you want to join in.
Get an early start.
Yeah. So hope everybody has a great weekend. Thanks for joining, everybody. And until then, we'll see you next week. Peace out.